Welcome back to the Nature Cures podcast, everybody. You know we love to get into the nitty-gritty of natural wellness, and today we're diving deep into something I think we all care about: collagen in skin health.
Ooh, yeah, it's a hot topic for sure. And there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, so to speak.
Right. We've been digging through the research, and it's more complicated than those flashy ads make it seem. So to help us unpack all of this, we've got our amazing expert here.
Well, thanks. I'm excited to dive in.
Me too. So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What exactly is collagen, and why is it so important for our skin?
Well, it's a protein. Actually, it's the most abundant protein in our bodies. And it's kind of like the glue that holds everything together.
I've heard that analogy before.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's like the scaffolding that provides structure and support. In our skin, collagen is what gives it that firmness, that elasticity, that youthful bounce.
Okay, so that's why everyone's freaking out about collagen, because we naturally lose it as we age.
Exactly. And that's where all these collagen supplements come in, right? The idea is to replenish what we're losing and keep our skin looking young and healthy.
Makes sense. So if you just eat more collagen, it'll go straight to your skin and work its magic.
Well, that's where things get a little tricky. Imagine you have this beautiful, intricate Lego structure.
Like a castle or something.
Sure, a castle. Now, someone comes along and smashes it all up into individual bricks.
That's kind of heartbreaking.
It is, but those individual bricks are like the amino acids that make up collagen. When we eat collagen, our digestive system breaks it down into those basic building blocks.
Ah, I see.
So those amino acids can then be used to build all sorts of things in our bodies: muscles, bones, tendons, even more collagen. But it's not a direct route to plumper skin like those supplement ads might suggest.
So it's not as simple as eat collagen, get youthful skin?
Nope. It's a lot more nuanced than that. Now, there is some interesting research around collagen supplements, particularly in animals.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, some animal studies have shown that certain types of collagen supplements can improve skin elasticity and hydration.
Interesting. But what about humans? Have there been any studies on that?
Yes, but they're often a lot smaller and have limitations.
What kind of limitations?
Well, for one, many of them are funded by companies that sell collagen supplements. So, there's a potential for bias there.
Right, like expecting a candy company to tell you sugar is bad. So what else should we be looking for when evaluating these studies?
It's important to look at the study design, the sample size, the duration of the study, and what specific outcomes they were measuring. And even if a study shows positive results, it's important to remember that correlation doesn't equal causation.
It's true. Just because people who take collagen supplements have better skin, it doesn't necessarily mean the supplement is the cause of that improvement. There could be other factors at play.
Exactly. And there are so many different types of collagen, too, 28 to be exact, and they all have different roles in the body.
So not all collagen is created equal when it comes to skin health, I guess.
Right. Some types are more relevant to skin than others. For example, type 1 and type 3 collagen are the most abundant in our skin, but many supplements contain other types of collagen that might not have the same impact on our complexion.
Okay, so that's something to be aware of when you're choosing a supplement. Make sure you know what types of collagen are in it and whether they're even relevant to your goals.
Absolutely. But even if that collagen we eat isn't directly becoming part of our skin, some researchers believe it might still be beneficial.
How so?
Well, there's some interesting research suggesting that certain collagen fragments might actually signal our skin cells to produce more collagen and hyaluronic acid.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Right. So it's not a direct replacement, but it could potentially be stimulating our skin's natural processes.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this is all more complex than just eat more collagen, get better skin. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes.
Definitely. And there's still a lot more research to be done.
So it's promising, but not totally conclusive.
Exactly. So what do we do if we really want to take care of our skin and support collagen production? Should we just give up on collagen supplements altogether?
That's a great question, and one we'll definitely get into. But first, I think we need a little break. We'll be back soon to talk about some other strategies for boosting collagen that have a much stronger track record.
Okay, so we've talked about what collagen is, how our body uses it, and some of the limitations of collagen supplements. But now let's get to the good stuff. What can we actually do to boost collagen naturally?
Right. Besides just hoping for the best with supplements. I'm ready to take notes on this one.
Well, the first thing I always tell people is to watch out for sugar.
Sugar.
Really? Oh, yeah, big time. Remember how we talked about collagen being like the scaffolding that holds our skin together? Well, Sugar can damage that scaffolding through a process called glycation.
Glycation, that sounds intense.
It is. It's like when you leave a piece of fruit out in the open and it starts to get all brown and wrinkly.
Oh, I see. Like the sugar is basically attacking the collagen and making it lose its structure.
Exactly. So, a diet high in sugar can actually contribute to premature aging and make it harder for your body to produce and maintain healthy collagen.
Yikes. Okay. So swapping that sugary soda for a glass of water is probably a good place to start. What else should we be mindful of?
Smoking is another big one. Not only does it damage your lungs, but it also wreaks havoc on your skin. Nicotine restricts blood flow, which means your skin isn't getting the oxygen and nutrients it needs.
And we know collagen production relies on those nutrients.
Exactly. Plus, the chemicals in cigarette smoke generate those nasty free radicals that can damage collagen and other important skin cells.
So smoking is like a double whammy for our skin. Okay, adding quit smoking to the to-do list. What about alcohol? I know it can dehydrate the skin, but does it mess with collagen too?
Yeah, unfortunately it can. Alcohol can interfere with the body's ability to absorb vitamin C, which we know is essential for collagen production.
Right, it's that antioxidant shield we talked about earlier.
Yep. And chronic alcohol consumption can lead to inflammation throughout the body, which can also damage collagen fibers.
So moderation is key, as with most things in life. Okay, so we've talked about the bad guys. Are there any foods that can actually help boost collagen production?
Absolutely. Load up on foods rich in vitamin C, like citrus fruits, berries, and leafy greens.
I love those. So those colorful smoothies are not just pretty, they're actually powerful for skin health.
You got it. And don't forget about protein. We need adequate protein intake to provide those amino acid building blocks for collagen synthesis.
Makes sense. So lean meats, fish, beans, lentils, they all play a role.
Exactly. And there are also foods rich in zinc and copper, which are minerals that help with the collagen production process.
Okay, so we're talking pumpkin seeds, nuts, shellfish.
Mm.
It's like a treasure hunt for collagen-boosting nutrients.
I like that analogy. And speaking of treasures, let's talk about one more lifestyle factor that's crucial for skin health: sleep.
Beauty sleep. I knew it had to be in there somewhere.
It's not just a myth. When we sleep, our body goes into repair mode and works hard to rebuild and regenerate tissues, including collagen.
So skimping on sleep is basically sabotaging our skin's natural repair process.
Pretty much. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to decreased collagen production, dull skin, and those dreaded dark circles under the eyes.
Not the look we're going for. Okay, I'm convinced. I'm prioritizing sleep from now on.
But before we move on, I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier about those collagen fragments that might be able to stimulate hyaluronic acid production.
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. It's a really exciting area of research. There are certain foods that naturally contain those specific collagen fragments. So even if you're not taking a supplement, you might be getting some of those benefits through your diet.
Wait, really? So which foods are we talking about? Spill the tea.
One great example is bone broth. It's been used for centuries as a traditional remedy and is now making a big comeback.
Bone broth. Isn't that just bones? How does that relate to collagen fragments? When you simmer bones for a long time, like hours and hours, the heat and moisture help break down the collagen in the bones into those smaller peptides, including the prolyl hydroxyproline we talked about.
So you're essentially extracting those beneficial compounds from the bones and creating a nutrient-rich broth.
Exactly. And those peptides can then be absorbed by the body and might even signal those skin cells to produce more hyaluronic acid.
So a steaming bowl of bone broth could be a delicious way to support our skin's natural hydration. I love that.
Me too. And it's not just bone broth. Other foods like chicken skin, fish with skin, and even eggshell membranes contain those collagen peptides.
Wow, it's amazing to think that these everyday foods could have such a positive impact on our skin. I'm definitely going to be incorporating more of those into my diet.
I think that's a great idea. It really highlights the power of a holistic approach to wellness. It's not just about finding a magic pill or a miracle cream. It's about nourishing our bodies from the inside out and making choices that support our overall well-being. So well said. It seems like when it comes to skin health, it's really about the big picture.
Absolutely. And there's still so much more to explore when it comes to natural ways to support our skin's vitality.
Well, I can't wait to dive into that. But first, I think we need to take a quick break. We'll be right back to uncover even more secrets to natural skin rejuvenation. All right, we're back and ready to keep uncovering those natural skin-boosting secrets.
Yes. And there's a whole world of powerful nutrients we haven't even touched on yet.
Okay, hit me with it. What else should we be stocking up on? Well, we talked about vitamin C, but it's just one player in a whole team of antioxidants that can protect our skin.
Right, those free radical fighters. I'm always hearing about those.
Yeah, they're like little superheroes defending our cells from damage and keeping our skin looking its best. And you can find them in abundance in colorful fruits and vegetables. Think berries, leafy greens, bell peppers, the whole rainbow.
It's like nature's own beauty regimen.
Exactly. And there's green tea, too, which is packed with antioxidants, especially one called EGCG. It's been shown to help protect the skin from sun damage and even potentially reverse some signs of aging.
Oh, wow. So sipping green tea is more than just a relaxing ritual.
Right. And then there's resveratrol, another potent antioxidant found in grapes, red wine, and berries.
Ooh, I love those. So we've got vitamin C, EGCG from green tea, and resveratrol from those delicious berries. Is there anything else we can add to our antioxidant arsenal?
We can't forget about vitamin E, another powerful antioxidant, especially when it teams up with vitamin C to protect those cell membranes from damage.
Okay, so where can we find vitamin E?
You can find it in nuts, seeds, and avocado.
So a little guacamole is good for the skin too.
Huh. It definitely doesn't hurt. And speaking of healthy fats, omega-3 fatty acids are essential for maintaining that moisture barrier in our skin, which keeps it plump and hydrated.
Right, so those are the ones found in fatty essentials like salmon.
Yes, salmon, mackerel, walnuts, flax seeds, all great sources of omega-3s.
So much good stuff to add to the grocery list. It really seems like what we eat plays such a huge role in how our skin looks and feels.
Absolutely. And don't forget about how we cook those foods too. Steaming or baking is generally better than frying because high heat can destroy those delicate nutrients.
Good point. So we're learning about all these amazing nutrients and lifestyle tips, but let's not forget about one of the biggest culprits of aging and skin damage, stress. How can we manage stress to protect our skin?
Stress management is so important. Chronic stress leads to that nasty hormone cortisol, which can actually break down collagen and increase inflammation.
So all those sleepless nights and worry lines are more than just a figure of speech.
Exactly. It's a real physiological response. That's why it's crucial to find healthy ways to manage stress, whether it's yoga, meditation, spending time in nature, listening to music, or anything that helps you unwind and relax.
It seems like exercise could be a good option too, right? It helps relieve stress and also increases blood flow, which is good for the skin.
Exactly. And let's not forget about getting enough sleep. We've already talked about how important it is for collagen production, but it's also crucial for managing stress levels and allowing our skin to repair and rejuvenate overnight.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of how to take care of my skin naturally.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's all about taking a holistic approach, nourishing our bodies from the inside out, and making choices that support our overall well-being.
Well said. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. It's been a pleasure learning from you.
The pleasure was all mine. I'm always happy to talk about natural wellness and empower people to take charge of their health.
And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has inspired you to take a more holistic approach to your skin health. Remember, true beauty radiates from within. Nourish your body, manage your stress, and embrace the journey of aging gracefully. And until next time, stay well.